Today we are going to talk about personal transformation. My channel is all about personal transformation. My life is all about personal transformation. And because personal transformation is such a big part of my life, it's the way I am, it's part of my DNA, it's the most difficult topic to talk about objectively since it's part of me. So sometimes I need someone from the outside to look at my life, my experience, and kind of make me realize that things that come easy to me may not be that easy for other people to achieve. So this is the reason why I wanted to share with you my experience and my knowledge about personal transformation to help you achieve that in your own life if you decide to do so. So in a nutshell, I wanted to say that personal transformation is totally different from personal development. They are related but different, totally different. So let me tell you what's the difference. With personal development, you learn and you grow a little bit each day. So in my experience, personal development creates sort of a linear progression in your own development. I've been doing personal development since forever and I can speak knowledgeably about personal development. Now, personal transformation, on the other hand, it is transformation that you bring in your own life that is so profound that changes you see in your own life are exponential. So the transformation creates a knock-on effect and an explosive growth in your life. And that's the difference between personal transformation and personal development. So both are good, both are positive, but personal transformation, you have like a massive growth in a very short period of time, and sometimes literally overnight, because something shifts within you and then you're never the same again. So if you want to see massive change in your life, in certain area of your life, certain aspects of your life, personal transformation is the best way to go. So personal transformation usually occurs when a person has reached a point where they're fed up with certain aspects or certain areas of their life, the way things are, the status quo, and they can't take it anymore. Usually it happens when somebody reaches rock bottom, but personal transformation can be triggered. It can happen in other situations too. But my experience has been most often it takes place when people are literally at the last draw. Now, we are not talking here about transforming one's appearance, like with beauty enhancement, Botox, lip fillers, and other things. Although I understand these are important, they play their role, I understand why people do them. It's not my place to judge. Everybody do whatever you want. But when I'm talking about personal transformation, I'm talking about transformation on the inside. So obviously sometimes you can get a knock-on effect, and then the transformation you have on the inside, like in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit, in your heart, then you see results in your physicality, in your outer body. You see sometimes physical changes. But I just wanted to make sure that it's clear from the get-go that we are not talking about body enhancements, outside appearance. So what would be some examples of personal transformation? So I can draw examples from my own life because it's something I've lived and I can speak about it knowledgeably. But obviously you look into your own life, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have had personal transformation in their life at some point in time, and maybe it's good revisiting that and drawing strength from your previous experience in order to effect more transformation in your life right now. So in my own life, I can give you a few examples. So one example is at the age of 30, I moved from my country, the country where I was born, which is Romania. I moved from there to the UK. I moved to the UK and then I've started from scratch, absolutely from zero. I've started a new life in London and I've been growing ever since. Now, the reason why this is an example of personal transformation is because when I left Romania, I was very prosperous. I had a career. I was earning a lot of money. I had my family around me. I had my friends. Obviously, I was speaking Romanian because that was the native language. And with the move to the UK, not to mention London, I had to adopt to a new way of living. I had to learn a new language. You'd be surprised to know that I've actually learned English while in London, in the UK, because in school for 20 years or so, I've studied French language. So learning English was something I've done in the UK. Although I had my previous experience in financial services, having a successful career back in my home country, I was successful, earning a lot of money, working in investments as a fund manager. When I got here in the UK, in London, I had to start completely from zero. So basically at 30 years old, I started on a similar salary to that of a graduate in the UK. So basically I had to take a big cut in my earning just for the privilege of being in the UK and working towards British nationality, British citizenship. So I want you to understand that my desire to transform my life had a huge cost. Nonetheless, the transformation that this change in residence, in lifestyle, in career has brought to me much more than my sacrifices. Or that's how I think about it when I look back now. So I gained much more than I sacrificed by coming to the UK, by having a career and a life in London. So the reason I gave you this example is to make clear to you that personal transformation sometimes can impact all areas of your life. And this example I gave you is quite a unique example in the sense that effectively all aspects of my life have changed. So I no longer had my family with me. I no longer had my successful career paying lots of money. I had to start from scratch. I had to learn a new language, a new culture, a new way of interacting. But on the other hand, the transformation and the growth was explosive. So this type of transformation is really huge because it impacted all areas of life. So this is quite extreme. And sometimes personal transformation can be a transformation that you bring into one aspect of your life, and it doesn't have to be that huge. So another example I can give you that illustrates personal transformation in an area in life is, for example, when I decided to move from permanent employee to setting up as a consultant or a freelance or independent contractor here in London. And as such, my money, my income has transformed literally overnight. And this is an example of transformation that took place in one aspect, in one area of my life. And you can have this happen to you as well. If it's something that you want to work towards, you can have one transformation in one area of life. Now, the things you need to keep in mind is, and these are all positive, these are all bonuses. Once transformation takes place, it is literally forever. So it's permanent. Once you've had personal transformation in your whole life or just in one area of your life, this transformation is permanent until such a point in the future you'll decide to make another transformation. But it literally has long-lasting effects, and it's sometimes impossible to go back to the person you were before the personal transformation took place. So whatever personal transformation you bring into your life, make sure you think this through and look at all the angles. So make sure that what you bring about in your existence, in your own life, is something you would be happy to live with the results for a long time. The second point that's very important to know about personal transformation is that when you transform one area of your life, what usually happens is that other areas of your life get impacted, and then you will see, basically, you will experience a knock-on effect. So for example, because you transform how much money you make every day or every month or every year, this will open up opportunities on how you spend your time, how you enjoy your free time, your leisure time. So travel, you may also expand opportunities you have in romance. So the added benefit is that once you go through personal transformation in one area of your life, you will see other areas of your life impacted. And on top of that, you also have a huge boost in confidence because you have the experience of completely transforming one area of your life, and then you have in your heart that whenever you decide to bring about another transformation in your life, you'll be successful because you have already a baseline, you have already a successful example of how you've done so in the past. The reason why I highly encourage you to bring about transformation in your life, at least if you haven't done it before ever, I suggest you start, and you will see a boost in confidence as soon as you implemented transformation in your life. So highly recommend you try. For best results with transforming one area of your life completely, you need to know that transformation is best done in solitude. You need introspection for critical analysis, and by critic I don't mean criticism, I mean literally self-examination. So for personal transformation to take place, you need to sort of take time to incubate it, right? You have to take time to really self-examine the area of your life that you want to change, how you want to change, what kind of resources you're going to access to help you, because you need to have also a successful blueprint of what you're going to be transforming. So obviously you want to decide what you are going to transform, and then you need to decide on how the end result would look like. So you need to have a blueprint or at least some guidance on how to go about that. But at the end of the day, you need time for self-examination, you need time for introspection, and I know from experience that the best time to grow exponentially is the time that you spend on your own and actually working on your transformation, analyzing it, implementing it, you understand. So that's why, for this reason, I find that people who are more introspective, more introverts, they have more success with this if they apply themselves to this process, because people who are more social, more like a butterfly, sometimes they may find it challenging to be away from their group, from their tribe long enough for a transformation to be effective. But it can happen. There are situations in life that allow for transformation to happen. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's because you want to bring it into your life, sometimes circumstances are such that this transformation is being triggered whether people like it or not. So everybody has a chance of a personal transformation. I'm just saying that from experience, I've seen in my own life and other people's lives around me that people who are more introspective, people who are more introverts, they don't mind spending time alone, self-analyzing and thinking, reflecting. These people are better positioned to actually effect personal transformation, I would say, more rapidly in their lives. And a lot of time, personal transformation is about trial and error. It's not always that you get the transformation you desire right on first attempt. So you want to be patient and you want to take your time. And as I said, sometimes it happens overnight, but it happens overnight after a period of trial and error. So personal transformation is something huge. So as such, I don't know many people who have done it successfully on first attempt. And even so, I'm pretty sure there are other bits and pieces that they had to take care of or they had to resolve, which took longer than just 24 hours. So keep this in mind and be patient with yourself if you're going through a huge change, and try and experiment and see what works for you. Again, find and access the right resources for you in your specific area. Find the experts that can guide you, whether in person or online, and you will see results. The next thing I suggest you watch is 2 playlists I've made on personal transformation. One playlist is about best personal transformation advice. The other playlist is all about personal transformation resources. So I'll link them both up. Okay, check them out. If you like this video, share, like, and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me if this video helped you. Share with us any insights on personal transformation. I'll see you in one of my next videos soon. Take care.